As I stepped into the dimly lit laboratory, the fluorescent lights above flickered to life, casting an eerie glow on the rows of humming machinery. I had been on the run for what felt like an eternity, always staying one step ahead of my relentless pursuer. My name is Elian, and I was once a respected sorcerer. But a curse had twisted my magic, turning me into a fugitive. The lab's sterile air was a far cry from the mystical realm I once called home. But it was the perfect place to lay low. I had managed to secure a job as a researcher, using my knowledge of the arcane to aid in the development of new technologies. As I made my way to my workstation, a piece of paper on my desk caught my eye. It was a letter, addressed to me, with no return address. The words danced on the page, written in a language I hadn't seen in years. My heart sank as I realized it was from my pursuer, Azrael. The message was simple. You can't hide forever, Elian. Your time is running out. A chill ran down my spine as I crumpled the letter in my hand. How did he find me? I thought I had covered my tracks well enough. I tried to shake off the feeling of unease, focusing on my work, but the words lingered in my mind, echoing with every passing minute. I knew I had to be careful. Azrael was not one to be underestimated. He was a skilled hunter, driven by a desire for justice, or so he claimed. In reality, he was consumed by a lust for power, and I was the key to unlocking it. My cursed magic was the only thing standing between him and his goal of harnessing the ancient arts for his own gain. As the day wore on, I found myself growing increasingly paranoid. Every noise, every movement, made me jump. I knew I had to get out of there. But I couldn't just leave. I had a responsibility to my colleagues, to the people who had taken me in and given me a second chance. I decided to confide in my closest friend, Dr. Rachel Kim. She was a brilliant scientist, and I trusted her with my life. Together, we hatched a plan to uncover the truth behind Azrael's letter and put an end to his pursuit once and for all. But time was running out. As we delved deeper into the mystery, we discovered a shocking truth. Azrael had infiltrated the lab's security system, and he was planning to sabotage the facility's main reactor. If he succeeded, the consequences would be catastrophic. The lab was located in the heart of the city, and a meltdown would put thousands of innocent lives at risk. We had to act fast. With minutes ticking away, Rachel and I sprinted through the lab's corridors, dodging security guards and leaping over obstacles. We reached the reactor room just as Azrael was about to initiate the meltdown sequence. I faced him, my heart pounding in my chest for a moment. We locked eyes, and I saw something there that gave me hope. A glimmer of doubt. A spark of humanity. Maybe, just maybe, Azrael wasn't beyond redemption. Elian, you can still make things right, I said, my voice barely above a whisper. You don't have to do this. Azrael's expression twisted, and he snarled, baring his teeth. You're just trying to stall me. Elian, you think you can save the world. But you're just a cursed sorcerer. A monster. I knew then that I was wrong. Azrael was too far gone. With a surge of adrenaline, I launched myself at Azrael, using my magic to disrupt the sequence. The countdown halted, and the reactor's systems went into lockdown. But Azrael was relentless, and he fought back with a ferocity that sent me stumbling backward. In the chaos, he managed to escape, disappearing into the shadows. As I stood there, panting, I realized that I had been given a second chance. I could have ended Azrael's life, but I chose to spare him. Maybe, one day, he would find forgiveness and redemption. Until then, I would continue to run, always staying one step ahead of my pursuer. The lab's alarms still echoed in my ears as I turned to Rachel and smiled. I think it's time for me to leave. Together, we vanished into the night, ready to face whatever lay ahead.